Ibadan, Nigeria, a city of ancient history, but also of modern struggle. This is the story of Chinedu, a young man with a fire in his belly. Years passed. Chinedu walked the dusty streets, his mind a whirlwind of ideas. He saw problems everywhere, but also solutions waiting to be built. Every sunrise was a new battle, a fight against doubt and scarcity. He balanced his studies in computer science with late nights coding, fueled by cheap noodles and an unshakable belief. His small room, barely bigger than a closet, was his laboratory. Wires snaked across the floor, connecting salvaged parts into something new, something with potential. He told himself, one day, this will all make sense. His fingers danced across the keyboard, lines of code flowing like poetry. He was building an app, a simple tool to connect local farmers directly with buyers in the city, cutting out the middlemen who took the lion's share of the profits. He faced countless setbacks. The power would go out for days, his old laptop would overheat and crash, and the internet connection was a fickle friend. There were moments of despair, moments he wanted to quit and find a simple, steady job. But then he would remember the faces of the market women, their resilience, and their struggle. He was doing this for them, for his community. The day he launched the beta version of his app, his heart pounded in his chest. The first few weeks were silent. Crickets. Doubt crept in like a cold shadow. Was it all for nothing? He spent his last few naira on data, pushing his app on social media, sending messages to anyone who would listen. He walked through the markets, showing farmers his phone, his voice trembling with a mix of hope and fear. Some laughed, others were curious. Then, one day, a single notification popped up. The first transaction, a small order of yams. It felt like a tidal wave of victory. Graduation day arrived, a blur of gowns and proud smiles. A milestone earned through sleepless nights and unwavering focus. But for Chinedu, it wasn't an end, it was a starting line. The real work was just beginning. Armed with his degree and a working prototype, he felt a new surge of confidence. The journey, however, was far from over. I am so proud of you, my son. Thank you, Mama. With his mother's blessing echoing in his heart, Chinedu entered the world not as a job seeker, but as a job creator. He secured a small pre-seed investment from a local tech hub that saw the spark in his eyes and the promise in his code. His tiny room was replaced by a small, shared office space. He hired his first 2 employees, fellow graduates who shared his vision. The app, once a fledgling project, began to grow. More farmers signed up, then more buyers. The small trickle of transactions became a steady stream, then a flowing river. Chinedu was no longer just a coder. He was a CEO, a leader, a problem solver. His days were filled with meetings, strategy sessions, and the constant hum of a growing business. He was building more than an app. He was building a bridge, connecting the toil of the countryside to the hunger of the city. He was making words, his digital words, into real-world impact. The hustle had paid off, not just in wealth, but in the profound satisfaction of seeing his dream change lives, one transaction at a time. The boy from the dusty streets was now paving a new road for others to follow.